What a brilliant way to help us all consider how we can be part of designing a transformative future. It's not out of reach. In fact, it's in the grit of the everyday around us. I'm sure I will not be the only one who'll be rushing out to get the book and learn how to put this into practice. We are coming to the end of 2 days together. I would like to thank you personally for all of the work that you've done to come here on time, strikes notwithstanding. You've been on time, you've filled the seats, you've been brilliant in the Hive sessions, the feedback has been fabulous, and you've created that. So thank you so much for making that such a wonderful environment. I also would like to ask you to join me in thanking the technicians and crew behind the scenes. Amazing. They are the unsung heroes of an event like this, and they've worked so hard, so I know we're all very grateful and appreciative of their efforts. It's been a privilege for me to host you, and in my very last duty as host, I would like to ask you to join me in welcoming onto the stage this country's new Minister of State in the Departments for Culture, Media and Sport, and Science, Innovation and Technology, the Right Honourable Ian Murray.
Thank you very much indeed, and good evening, everyone. It's an absolute honour and pleasure to close what I'm sure has been an extraordinary gathering of minds, change makers and trailblazers here in one of the greatest design cities in the world, and in what is my first official engagement as the new Minister in the Department of Culture, Media and Sport. So when I was appointed thank you very much. When I was appointed just 3 days ago, I was given options for my first speech, and to me, this was the only option, the World Design Congress. In fact, to be honest, it was the only option. It's a great privilege to welcome so many guests from around the world, 100 countries and over 1,000 people following online, as the UK hosts the World Design Congress for the first time since the days when the miniskirt was a revolution and psychedelia shaped the cultural imagination. The UK does this well. We host major events from sporting competitions to big business events, and it is because our cultural and creative sector are globally iconic. It was a delight to hear about the stimulating and thought-provoking sessions that have taken place in the last few days. It's been particularly inspiring to see the breadth of contributions taking part from We Are the Voice Children's Choir yesterday morning to Norman Foster's reflections on his long and distinguished career as, I would say, the world's architect. The UK's creative output and our creative history are unmatched, and I'm proud to be part of a government that recognises the value of the creative industries in changing lives and providing opportunities. Now, we've recently published our Creative Industries Sector Plan in June, and my friend Lisa Nandy, the Secretary of State, and I want to supercharge the growth of a creative economy that is full of world-class talent. The plan provides £380 million in injection to support innovation, access to finance, skills and regional growth. And we're working with industry to produce the conditions for this sector to thrive. Design is a crucial part of that plan, but we want to go further and with your help, faster. We want the best ideas and how we can do this, and I look forward to meeting you all over the coming months to hear your ideas, maybe even to steal your ideas into government to make this happen. British design is the best in the world and a global cultural force. Its influence is recognised worldwide, from Zaha Hadid's iconic Olympic Aquatic Centre to, of course, Vivienne Westwood's visionary avant-garde fashion. And as a Scot, in my previous role as Scottish Secretary, I had the pleasure of attending Tartan Week in New York. And of course, wherever you go in the world as a Scot and you wear the kilt, a global design icon, of course, in itself, people ask you what the tartan is. And of course, my tartan is the Murray of Athol. I did inquire as to a yellow tartan jacket that a rather flamboyant chap on the tartan parade up 6th Avenue was wearing, expecting him to say it was a McDonald, a Mackenzie, or any other of the famous Scottish tartans? And he simply turned around and replied, "My tartan is Vivienne Westwood." On a personal note, I'm proud of Dundee's status as the UK's only UNESCO City of Design, an international acknowledgement of its rich design heritage in everything from textiles to video games. This global recognition stems from Britain's design nature as innovative, diverse, forward-thinking, and is a driver of economic growth now and a vital cog across a range of industries of the future. All of this, of course, celebrated at the award-winning V&A in Dundee, and if you have the chance to visit, please do. But this is not just about design through a creative lens, nor indeed about the UK going it alone. Indeed, I'm here as a government minister, sitting across two departments, the Department of Culture, Media and Sport, and the Department for Science, Innovation and Technology. And this is important because design speaks to both of those camps. Design is highly creative, but it's also critical to innovation, moulding research, and putting ideas into action. Whether redesigning not only products, but redesigning entire economies, entire business models and systems, working towards change through radical collaboration between designers, business leaders, and of course policymakers. And this will be vital as we address one of, if not the pressing issue of our time, the climate crisis. Design can turn climate ambition into tangible change, leading the way to better homes, cleaner transport, circular goods, greener cities, and of course more sustainable lives. But it will need all of us to work together to realise those opportunities. It will require the determination of designers, businesses and political leaders from around the world, because it won't be easy and we'll need to use every lever that we've got at our disposal. Innovation, investment, and the most critical part, people. People that are equipped, people that are empowered, and people that are ready. And skills are the bridge between aspiration and action. And we will only succeed in that shared vision, in those shared endeavours, if we invest in the skills and the designers needed to power that green transition. Political leaders need to create the conditions for designers to thrive. Businesses need to empower and upskill their employees. And educators, and this is the important one for me, need to inspire the design leaders of the future. And that's why this government is committed to building a resilient, skilled and diverse workforce that's fit for the future. The UK design community, of course, is stepping up, reimagining how we design, why we design, and what good design means in the climate emergency. Powered by the Design Council's inspiring Skills for Planet blueprint, they're part of a dynamic shift in how designers are propelling us through the green transition. The government I'm part of will continue working in partnership with industry, educators, and institutions like the World Design Organization and Design Council, building a global network of interconnected efforts, crossing borders, crossing sectors and disciplines to tackle the planet's shared challenges, ensuring the next generation of designers are not just creators, but catalysts of actions on climate change. As the Minister of Creative Industries, I'm proud that this government is making a substantial investment in those skills, with over £1 billion of additional funding. I'm proud that we've been able to support this once-in-a-generation moment to demonstrate and drive forward the UK's global leadership in design as part of the wider creative industries sector plan. And I'm very proud to say that the UK government stands firmly behind the Design Council's Skills for Planet mission, including through contribution for this Congress itself. Skills and access to skills, of course, for those that are talented but not given the opportunities are a key driver of what I've been brought into politics to do, and this department allows me to realise some of those ambitions. There are talents out there in every community, and we have to harness those talents into industry and into design. But building skills, of course, is only half the story. The creativity that these skills endanger also deserves the best protection. The UK has one of the world's most respected and toughest intellectual property systems. But right now, it asks too much of you. You should be spending your time creating, doing what you do best, not being bogged down navigating a system that can feel as if it's its own instruction manual. That's why we've just launched the most comprehensive review of design protection in decades, and we need your voice and experience to shape it. Whether you're a designer frustrated by complex processes, a startup needing clearer guidance, or a creative business wanting protection, you can understand and afford your experience matters. We want to make design protection work as intuitively as good design itself. Because when we unlock the potential of our intellectual property system, we strengthen Britain's position as a global creative superpower. So to all of you, a challenge and a plea. Let us all be ambitious together. Let us be urgent together. Let us come together in this pivotal moment to empower the designers of now and the designers of the future. And let us make design a shining example of innovation, leadership, to create a thriving and healthy planet. Thank you very much indeed.